Hi everyone, welcome to your SOS Mercury and Venus Retrograde reading. You've probably selected your pile. If not, I can help you with that. So this would be pile number 1 with the crystal quartz, the pointer. I usually use this to point at my cards during the readings. Then we have a lapidated grenade. It's very good for your Svadhisthana chakra or also to the Muladhara chakra. It's very good for grounding. And then we have my mystery crystal. I have to go back to the crystal shop when I have the opportunity and ask the lady, what is this? Because I forgot. And then on the other reading, some people on the comments said it could be, people said a rose quartz. It is not. Rose quartz are slightly pink colored like this one, and they are translucent. This one is very, I don't know how to say this in English, opaque. Making up words as I go along. So if anyone knows what is this, I know it's a protection stone because I brought it especially to put on my navel during some ceremonies and rituals I was attending at a time, but I don't remember the name. So this will be mysterious crystal. It is rose. It is very, very beautiful stone for the pile number 3, and you can also select all of them. You can ask a different question to each pile and get 3 readings out of 1. So it's all up to you. You can find the timestamps on the description below, and if you select just one pile, so it can be easier for you to go directly to your reading. So let's start with pile number 1. I will be pushing the other piles here out of the visual camp. They are? Yes, they are. Okay. Pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Above all, I would like to say that Mercury retrograde, it is a time, and with Venus retrograde, it's a time where we need to accept the slow down, the obstacles. You can count that technology will glitch. Maybe when we're talking to people, this regarding Mercury retrograde, maybe we do it face to face, avoid texting and messaging because we are exposing more to some misunderstandings. Everything that you are starting or signing any contract, you just look at it very carefully. Make sure you have all the paperwork, all the documents you need, that you've checked everything. Just don't go crazy with it, but just double check. For me personally, I don't like to think while we are doing this retrograde, oh, this is a retrograde, oh my god. I like to accept it and then recognize it, smile about it. Sometimes Mercury retrograde makes me laugh when you try something and it doesn't work, and then it doesn't work, and you just say, fuck, it's like paranormal stuff, and you go like, oh, it's Mercury retrograde, now I get it. And then you just like move along and wait, and yeah. And it gives us opportunities to look at things that weren't actually working for us, and we were just forcing. And now, when they don't work, we really have to create something new. There's also I'm not an astrologer, but I like to read and listen to astrologers talk. I think it's very interesting. Maybe one day I study enough to become an astrologer, let's see. But there's some also Uranus was retrograde and now is going direct, so that is also the planet of unpredictability. So despite we are closing, sorry, my table is a bit bouncy. So despite we are closing past stuff, we are probably reviewing some issues. For example, for me, Venus retrograde was really important. Like I felt like I closed this circle of stuff that I really don't care. I really don't care about that kind of people. I really don't care about that kind of relationships. Like I'm not caught in those tests again, for sure. And so it's good. It's good when things come up again. You just catch yourself before going into the same mistakes, and sometimes that brings tests. So it's good to review the past and see where we don't want to fall again. Well, this is for the cards, the first card that I pulled to the situation, the environment that you are in. Well, it looks like you have lots of opportunities to connect with what gives you pleasure. This is very good during Venus retrograde. Connect with whatever makes you happy. Like you go direct to the source. You know yourself so well that you just, okay, I'm just gonna go do this because it will fix everything. And with the star, it's like you look at your reality and you see maybe this dream, and this dream that is not only good for me but good for the collective because it's Aquarius energy. Maybe this dream that I have, maybe it's possible. And it's like you have an epiphany. It's not quite there. It's not yet. You cannot see it. Maybe you don't even know how you're going to do this. But you feel it. You feel like it's possible. Like you can do it. I love this. You also know it's like there's this acceptance with this night. Out of all the nights, it even looks like he's not even moving. It's because he moves so slow, but he moves and he's steady, and every step that he takes, it's very well thought, is very well placed. It's like this, when I see this Knight of Coins energy, all it feels like this energetic efficiency, you know? It's like when you're climbing. If anyone here is a climber or you do bouldering, when you're climbing, you really use your energy carefully. Because otherwise you don't have enough energy or strength to go all the way up and you have to come down. So there's this energetic efficiency. You are dreaming, you are believing. There's a lot of clarity, which is good this time of the year, but it's off to a slow start. And I think this is a period of time where it feels like the new year hasn't even begun. And some people are saying, yeah, that the year only begins after the retrogrades are off. So that will be after the beginning of February. Yeah, I think Venus goes direct. I thought it was on the 22nd, but I think it's on the 29th. And then Mercury goes direct on the 2nd or on the 3rd of February, I think. But anyways, we have to give a little bit of time for the shade period we have after the planets go back. There's still some influence. So I would say mid-February, we are all feeling collectively more willing and able, because now I think we're just willing, you know. You have all this creative power within you, but then you look at the reality and it's not responding. It's like it's not responding. So this is your environment. Let's look at you. Oh, beautiful. I love it. So you are damn well taking your time to celebrate. This is you appreciating every abundance surrounding you. This is you knowing and appreciating where you are, instead of, these people that they get one thing and then they always want more, like they're never good where they are. Man, that's exhausting. Not you. Not you. You're here. You're here. And you are enjoying yourself. Good. Have a very 2 pages, so it's like you're starting something. There's something is about to happening. And oh man, I love this. Even like your energy really like matches the environment. So I'm gonna read it all, then I show you. So below the star, it's very good because we have this Jupiter in Pisces. That all of a sudden, no matter how big, how impossible, because maybe you think you don't have the resources yet, and maybe you don't have it yet, otherwise you will be living your dream. Why waste time, right? No, you don't have it yet. It's all good. Your page, you're starting. Page of Cups. You are investing your daydreaming, your energy, your loving energy into believing that your dream, whatever it is possible. And just by the act of believing and of having this inner knowing that it is possible, although you cannot see it, touch it, feel it, it's not tangible yet, it changes everything. Because all of a sudden, day by day, thoughts become emotions, emotions become actions, and then those actions have consequences. And that's how dreams become reality. So you're dreaming the dream. So the Page of Cups under the star. And then this 9 of Cups, this energy, this gratitude. For me, this card is about happiness, of course, feeling fulfilled, self-realization, all that stuff. It's also about gratitude. It's about knowing you are here, because sometimes people are here and they don't appreciate it. They don't know how lucky they are. You know how lucky you are. Maybe you've been terribly unlucky in the past or many times, so you know how it is not having it. And now that you have it, there's this sense of, okay, I'm not where I am a year ago. I'm not the same person anymore. So I've accomplished. So whatever I have, I've asked for it. Now I'm here. I'm living the dream I had last year, for example. Stuff like this, like be grateful. I love to see grateful people in my readings. I do. There's this humbleness. That's why you have 2 pages. There's this humbleness of starting again, of starting all over. And just under this Ace of Swords, that aces are sorry. Aces are potentials, so that means there's this environment, there's this energetic push, there is this circumstance, but we have free will, right? So sometimes people walk away from good opportunities, well, but not you. Ace of Swords with the Page of Swords, so the universe gives you this sword, and what do? You take it. You take it and you say thank you. So you act under this potential. There's this clarity, there's this new idea. And the Ace of Swords next to the star, there's also air Aquarius energy. Really nice. So everything is aligning around you so that you can get the thing, do the thing. Although you are a page, although you are a beginner, although you are learning, although you are a student, you are able to be patient, have perseverance, to know that the day you planted the seed is not the day that you're gonna grab and eat that apple, is it? You know that your dream takes work, takes time, but you're willing, you already started, you're willing to put in the work, the time, the energy, the risk, the love. I hope you get it. I really do. Beautiful, beautiful reading so far. So let's see the rest of the cards. Oh, nice. You're even getting love. Good. So I'm going to clarify these cards. And the advice from the universe, the oracle. I think the universe has my back. Yeah, I think that's the name of this beautiful oracle. My energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. I'm sorry, guys, this is amazing. And I just felt drawn to pull out these oracle cards. These are from the Love and Romance oracle cards. And you have reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Well, it is Mercury Retrograde. I'm just gonna say that you guys, you do whatever you want. You have free will, but sometimes the past is a past for a reason, you know? I would go back for, I mean, like the one that got away, that kind of stuff energy. But the things that are over and done, maybe it's me, I'm a Taurus, you know, if we break up, I don't even know you. I'm nobody's ex. Like, I'm nobody's ex. I am my own. Like, no one owns, like, a little thing of me, like, ever. If it's done, it's, like, done. But it's us, Taurus. We're like this. Unless you're a Taurus, you will get me. So this reconciliation can be someone from your past life, for example. That sounds more romanticized, right? But also careful with that, because I feel that we reincarnate with a group of people, and they were all in our past life, but with different roles. And in this life, we have also different roles, different agendas. So if you live like, I don't know, 3,000 lives, does it matter that you lived one with one person? Is that relevant even? I don't know. Well, it's up to you. Maybe someone from your past, that stuff that, you know, the one that got away. I'm feeling the one that got away. I don't know why. Then you have the express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And then you have, I'm sorry, I'm going to show you this card, but it's really bad. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. I don't know what happened, why this card is so bad. But from shuffling and shuffling, it got a little bit, so it looks like it went to war. It's one of the worst cards in my deck, and it's the soulmate card. I don't know why. Well, it's what it is. So I'm going to pull some clarifiers, because I know this is like big stuff, saying this to people. And yeah. So if you're dreaming, so if this is like a love reading, I would say if your dream your ideal person, make a list. You can even write the color of the eyes if that matters to you. Write what kind of interests, what kind of stuff you see yourself doing, how you want to feel. Because if you write like, I want these people to be nice and have green eyes and like yoga, I don't know, maybe this is my list. And you get this guy that it's nice and it has green eyes and is into yoga, but then I don't know, it's not enough, or there's something off. And so maybe you want to write how you want to feel. Oh, like someone that would like to go traveling and climbing and is into studying stuff, or into star watching, and likes meditation. I don't know. I want to meditate together under the full moon. I want someone that likes that shit. And then it doesn't matter, it has green eyes if you practice yoga. You know what I mean? So go for what you want to do, or what you want to feel. So you get someone that is aligned with a lifestyle. Because beliefs, we change beliefs with time. And green eyes, blue eyes, brown eyes, they all age eventually. So does it matter? I don't want to steal your focus on green eyes. That's my focus, actually. I'm projecting. But maybe it doesn't matter. Okay, clarifying the love reading. If you have this dream about it, like you have this epiphany with Venus retrograde, it is quite possible that, oh, this is what's been happening with all these relationships. This is the pattern. Or maybe you were so close and now you are opening up. And you get this opportunity to look at your love life in a different way, and you don't mind. I really like the double pages because it reminds me that full energy. And what I like about pages and the Fool is that they have this enthusiasm for life, this enthusiasm for beginning. It's like they've never been hurt before, and I find that incredibly beautiful. And you know, sometimes people might think you're a fool, like the Fool card, but it really doesn't matter. What matters is that your enthusiasm is unbreakable, unscarceable. It's like, I like that. You are unscarceable. You can always start again. Fresh heart, fresh mind. This is you. The ability to be patient. Like, you wait and you wait. If this is a love reading, you wait and you wait for the right person. You're not gonna settle for less. What for? It's a fucking waste of time and energy. It's really important who you give your time and your energy to. And while no one shows up, you can give it to yourself. Or to your loved ones. There's so much love in the world, not just romantic relationships. I know it can be important, don't want to take that away from you, but your family, your friends, Mother Nature, there's so much love. If you want to connect to receive love, then give love yourself. Okay, let's clarify this love oracle cards that I got here. Maybe there's an earth sign for you, because this is earth energy with because sometimes I know I'm speaking in English, but I'm sometimes thinking in Portuguese, so kind of there's a Mercury retrograde glitch on my head. Oh man, Cavaleiro, Knight with this Knight of Pentacles and with the Seven of Pentacles. I would say Capricorn energy, but it can be Taurus or Virgo. You also have Aquarius here, a little bit of Pisces too, I would say. Okay, but it can be any sign. What it matters is that you are open for the process. You are trusting the process. And that is beautiful, because the process, man, it is not easy. And with the pandemic, it is not easy in the sky. It is not easy here on earth. And still, you find the freshness of being a page, of saying, okay, let's start again. I can do it. Let's start again. I wanna try again. I don't quit. I don't quit on myself. I don't quit on living. I don't quit on others. I don't quit on life. Good for you. Well, apparently a reconciliation or someone from the past, either be the one that got away, I just don't go back. Just don't go back to where you were and happy. That's what I would say. Watch out for Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde. All the exes will start watching your stories, doing likes, and you know what? Does it matter? What the fuck does it matter if someone watches your social media? It matters nothing. Like 200 other people watch it too. If people want to say something to you, they can do it. If people want to ask you out, they can also do it. So there's attitudes, and then there's this childlike behavior. Are we 14 again? I don't think so. So reconciliation with the 10 of Cups, you just go back. If you have to go back to a place where you were happy. But there's a reconciliation that can bring you happiness. And now express your love. That's clarify this card. Oh man, are you finding love on Mercury and Venus retrograde? Please write on the comments below, because we need to, there's a statue for you for sure. Okay, so there's this conflict here about expressing love. With the 5 of Wands, of making the romantic gesture, of being open. So I would say there's something on the other person's part, not on yours, because you have the pages. You're fresh. You're fresh to start. There's no conflict. The only conflict would be like, can I start now? Oh no, just wait a few more days. Not about should I stay or should I go thing. I don't think you are on that page at all. So you see already that this person is not as clear as you. So you just let them be. You can only clarify yourself. Maybe this person has some fixed idea of what, because it's the soulmate card, of what a soulmate relationship would be. See? Go back to anyone. I was not liking this card. Actually, I think I'm going to buy another deck, because I hate seeing the soulmate card like this. It's like completely torn. It's like a soulmate from hell. And we have the devil. So Capricorn energy, if you have some issue with a Capricorn, I wouldn't go back. They're very fixed on their ideas of what a relationship should and shouldn't be. Very fixed energy with this 4 of Pentacles. And also clingy dependent energy. They would make you work for it. They can be very nice in the beginning, in the reconciliation. I know that you want and you have dreamed for. I'm so sorry. And then I see your true colors. Then it comes back. Maybe I'm being like, I don't want to influence you guys on anything, but it's just my personal mojo, Lima, or I don't know how to say it, my personal belief. I just don't believe anything that starts on a retrograde follows through or ends well, or it's of any worth. Actually, I think retrogrades are a time to end stuff, not to start. So Venus retrograde with Mercury retrograde, people coming from the past, reconciliation. Remember your dream. You will see evidence of this. This is only resonate for some of you, but you will see evidence of this. It's crystal clear in your environment. You have an opportunity, maybe guys, if you want to like apologize, make amends, maybe if this person wants to express their feelings, to apologize about something. It's always very nice to hear an apology, to accept an apology, to make amends, to set things right and make it clear so people can be free, you know, so you can be free and go live your life happily ever after. Let me live mine. Yeah, that's really nice. If that happens, I would say that's really nice. Going back to the person, up to you. But the Taurus says it's not very healthy choice. Anyways, focus back on the dream. My energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. What you want to focus on, the dream or the illusion. See? Mercury retrograde, this one, I think, I read, is gonna fuck with our intuition a little bit. So, can you tell the difference between the dream and the illusion? Because I think this will be your test for this season. Now, consider yourself warned. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and if it resonated, please like and leave a comment if you like. And that's it. I will see you guys for the February readings. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it on Portuguese, on English, in English, but most of my viewers are from Brazil, not even Portugal, and they speak Portuguese. So maybe I think I'm gonna do it the February. Yeah, I have to think that through how I'm gonna make this channel work for everyone, because not everyone speaks English. So that's it. I will see you for the February readings in Portuguese or in English. I will still have to decide with what I'm gonna do with that. But maybe I'll keep the sign readings in Portuguese and then the collective readings and the pick a card readings in English. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I wish you truth expansion in all of your relationships, sorry, did you see Mercury retrograde? Especially the one you have with yourself. Okay, let's wrap this up. So hi, pile number 2. You've selected the pile that has the, oh my god, my memory is so bad since I had COVID, just like I had a baby. You know, if you're a mom, you would notice when you have babies, you kind of go with dementia for like 1 year. I think it's to forget the amount of pain you go through. You have to anyway. So it's a grenade. Sorry. So I think having COVID kind of affected my memory. So this is a grenade. It's beautiful. I love it. Sometimes wear it on my navel in meditation, also before sleep. It's just like a very powerful stone. It changes color. It used to be so much more reddish. I guess it has done a lot of work. Now it's a little more brown. You can see it. Amazing. Okay, let's proceed with your reading. I'll leave the stone here. Beautiful. Another star. Another is, well, some cards are amazingly repeating itself from the previous reading, but it's totally different decks. And they're all shuffled at the same time, so the cards that are here couldn't be on the other ones, but they are repeating itself. Oh no, sorry, repeating the Ace of Swords. I look at this, I thought it was the star, but it's the world. So you can see it here with the light. Maybe here. Good. So in your reality, I think you're off to a bumpy road, like up and down during this retrograde. So you have the World. It's a card of a culmination. It's good. I love it for this time of the year. So you are ending cycles, closing doors. You are cleaning up your environment, and the environment is aligned with this. So if you want to end something, it won't resist it, you know? It will allow you to end. It can also be a card here of expansion, but I don't see it as much. So you are like on the verge of the new, but not quite yet. I see like you're more closing stuff. With the Four of Swords reversed, you might be waking up from a lethargic period where you maybe felt like a little bit not quite yourself, a little bit out of character, maybe some self-sabotage, pushing stuff to the other day. I'll do it tomorrow, then tomorrow I don't do it, then I do it afterwards. And then it's like you have this epiphany. You see the world clearer. I think you're being pushed to see the truth about something. Because look, the Four of Swords reversed and the Two of Swords tell me, and also with the Ace of Swords, lots of air energy. And this air energy makes us want to overthink, over-worry, over-prepare. I would say you're more on the side of overthink, like you're kind of, I don't want to say stuck, but it's like you feel you don't have the resources to move through this doubt, this constant questioning. But see, there's a breakthrough for you. And I think this breakthrough, because it comes from a major arcana and from an ace, so they're aces, opportunities from the universe, major arcana, universe, destiny cards. So there's like destiny, spiritual intervention. So if you feel like you're lost, and I think you do feel a bit lost, like your reality, what's in your environment. Let me see how you're doing. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Oh, and another judgment card, so I'm just gonna lay them all here. Yeah. The Muladhara chakra, so the first chakra is like you're on survival mode. Lack of stability, lack of groundness, maybe for some of you, lack of health. I'm sorry if you're sick, like take care. But lack of prosperity and trust. So you're dealing, it's like you're on survival mode. And man, what did I say in the beginning of the video? That this was the Muladhara chakra stone. You can use it on Svadhisthana, but also on Muladhara, the root chakra stone, one of the stones. Well, maybe there's a message for you. If you have the opportunity to buy a grenade or any stone that you resonate with it, and it's suitable for the Muladhara chakra, the root chakra, it's good. Get off your head. If you have too much air in your system, you work the opposite energy. Allow your thoughts to become emotions. Okay? And from the emotions, allow them to become actions. There's nothing wrong with the mind unless we are obsessed with it, unless we think that by overthinking stuff out, stuff will solve. It does not. Was there ever anything solved in life by worrying about it? I don't think so. But you're gonna have a breakthrough. You are being confronted, I think, with your deepest fears. If you cannot solve anything, then rest. Rest. Let stuff unfold itself. Maybe it has nothing to do with yourself or with your intervention. Maybe there's some stuff that need to happen first, because I don't think your environment here, maybe if you are confronted with a lot of disbelief, that doesn't mean you have to stop believing in yourself. When this kind of stuff happens, it usually has to do with, and then you have more swords on the second row. So I would say, we have 2 times here the Judgment card. I think one of my last readings had a lot of Judgment cards. I think it was either Gemini or Virgo or Sagittarius. Sagittarius, no. Either Virgo or Gemini or Aquarius. Probably Aquarius. Because there's a lot of air energy. If you're not an Aquarius, a Gemini or a Libra, I would say you are acting upon this, I would say more the shade of Libra energy. If people around you don't know what to do, cannot figure out their mind, you just let them be. You get the focus back on yourself. Because you appear as the King of Swords. So why so much suffering if after all you're the King of Air? I'm going to clarify it, because I think this is more like the people around you or the job where you work. Or maybe you've been watching too much of the news. You notice how the news only say what's wrong in the world. They don't say how to fix it, so they're obcecated, like it's neurotic thing of our society. They're like obsessed with the problem. And no one's looking at the solution. And also how good things that happen every day in this world, how humankind is at heart generous. Everyone wants to love and be loved. But when you get on survival mode, that's when things get hard. Like people show off their worst qualities. If you've been watching too much of the news, what are you doing to yourself? Just go there once in a while, I would say. Read a newspaper, find other ways to be educated about what's happening in the world. Watching the documentary is a good way of being educated of what's happening in the world. Right now the news just want to scare you. Don't be scared. Man, look at the history of humankind. There's always been war. There's always been hunger. There's always been plague. It's not the first pandemic. Maybe it's the first you are crossing, but talk to someone older than you. Man, people that have lived the Second World War II, they should be pissed. They're like, man, it's like the second or third time people have been, pissing on my garden and I cannot do anything about it. Because uncontrollable things. And actually the last time Uranus was in Taurus was on the Second World War II. So we are all on the verge of changing. Hopefully changing our financial and political system. Hopefully changing for the better, where we can be ruled by conscious people, not by psychopaths, not by bozos, lunatics, people with the mental disorders. You look at the world and they're fucking crazy. Just go in your bubble. If this is how you see the world, like it's crumbling, like it's full of pain, full of doubt, full of fear, like there's no hope, go back to your inner voice. That's why you have the Judgment. Have the Judgment twice. The Judgment comes up in pivotal times in our lives, and it comes up to say enough Wake up. Let's go home now. Enough. Leave it. It's a new world starting if you allow yourself to. A new world. A new view. Twice. It's very exciting times for you ahead. Despite your environment, despite the circumstances, life goes on. See, there's this Ace of Swords in your environment is right on top of the Five of Swords. All of your toxic patterns, all of your fears. What, you thought you're gonna live forever? Everyone dies. So make it work, make it count. I don't want to underestimate the power of fear at all, or the perspective you might have on your body, on your health, and how the pandemic, for example, is affecting your life. It affected my life too in many ways. I was sick. I've lost people in my family to COVID. I've lost my job 100 times. I'm a yoga teacher, so I started doing tarot readings. I never got all my classes, all my students back. So we're all affected. Do I live in fear? No, hell no. I refuse to live in fear. And you can also refuse it. I think that's what the universe is asking you. Wake up. There is more to life than you think. It's time to start again with a fresh new perspective. It's time for you to communicate, use your King of Swords power, and communicate the world that you have a voice. And your voice can say things that no one else can. So you won't repeat the narrative, any narrative. You speak for yourself. Your perspective of reality as you know it is changing. You are dying to yourself. Everything you think you are not. And that's why it went so deep at the survival level. That's why it messed up with your prosperity. That's why it fucked up with your self-esteem. So you can root deeper on a different level than you have been so far. It's judgment time. You must want to wake up. The world needs your voice. It needs you to be yourself and not a puppet. Wake up. Tough reading, guys. And listen, the advices from the oracle cards couldn't be more aligned. The moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. You are not lost. You are worthy. You are lovable. You have a soul. Every soul has a purpose on earth. Every and each one of us, we are all irreplaceable. You are irreplaceable. Archangel Gabriel is here to wake you up. You must listen to the call, the judgment twice. This is big deal, guys. This is not a joke. Wake up. My fate has the power to turn trauma, beautiful, into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. Almost sure I got this in also one of my last readings. I'm not sure if they were private readings or if it's one of the readings here on YouTube. But if they were, just one of the last ones. The last ones I read was Gemini, Aquarius, Virgo, And today I read Aries, but it was not on Aries, that I know. Okay. Why am I showing this? Just showing the picture. See? I'm going to read it again. My fate has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. So you can turn all your situation, all your circumstances around. You are being given an Ace of Swords. Use it wisely. So the last reading, the universe was also giving the Ace of Swords, but the person was transforming into a Page of Swords. They were putting themselves in the beginner seat and say, okay, universe, teach me. I want to learn. I want to see better. Teach me. You guys, you have the Ace of Swords, but then will you choose to use it as a Five of Swords again? This is the thief of the tarot. Self-sabotaging, toxic patterns, gossiping, fear, doing stuff on the back, saying one thing, doing another, wishy-washy, all the things we are not proud of being. I think this is happening, like this judgment upon you is waking you up from these toxic patterns of behavior. And this is not someone else, this is you. This is appearing as you. This is you. So don't say it's someone else, don't project, this is you. So maybe you want to ask yourself during these retrogrades, when the world's going to seem fucking chaotic to you, when you're going to have all these obstacles, all these delays, all this indecision, all this fear coming up, messing with your grounding, with your stability, going really deep, maybe messing with your money as well. And then let me know if overthinking solves anything, or if you woke up and try the trust process. Trust the process. Wake up. We have free will. It is written in the Bible. It is written in the Torah. It is written, I don't know, in the Quran for sure, in all the sacred texts. Man has free will. So you choose how you see the world. Because the world with war, with plague, like, wake up. We've been at war since ever. I'm 41, but if you go read the books, since I was born we were at war. There's always war, there's always plague. And now there's a plague that affects all of us, so we can unite. So we can see that we are all equal. Of course there is loss, of course there is death, of course there's inevitable change in all our lives, but what you gonna do? Resist it? It's 2022. You're gonna keep on resisting? You still wanna go on fear boat? Did the fear boat get you anywhere since the pandemic started? Did you went any far with your blindfold? It's not for us human to say when this is all gonna end or where we all gonna go. That's the mistake. We're not God. No one is God. Wake up to your true self. Wake up to being a King of Swords. Please, the world needs more Kings of Swords. People that can communicate clearly. People that do not lie. People that know how to take decisions. People that have the power, but they don't overuse it. People that don't use their power against others. People that are fair. And this sword, it cuts through the bullshit. It cuts to the toxic behaviors. It cuts through the lies. This is a sword of truth and justice. And there's nothing more higher in this world than truth. You cannot change truth. Happiness is temporary. Everything is temporary. Truth remains. Tough reading. Well, it had to be said. I hope, nevertheless, you enjoyed this reading. me kicking your ass. It is what it is. I'm just, don't shoot the messenger. And I hope I see you again in the next readings, for the February readings. And I wish you well. I wish you truth, expansion in all your relationships, especially the one you have with yourself. Namaste. Hey guys, so you selected the pile number 3 with the crystal that which name is a mystery, remains a mystery. Okay, let's start with your reading. All right. Well, I would say your environment is going to support you more and more. And by environment, I mean the circumstances, the people in your life, the people in your relationships, the people you work with. They're going to support you more and more as long as you allow them to help you. Maybe you need to ask or learn to ask for help. And the more you get out of this suffering state of life, can be hard, I know, and there's pain, and then there is lingering on pain. The more you allow yourself to get out of the mud, I would say, and hold your head up high. I'm not saying in vanity or in arrogance, but just hold the boat with grace, okay? And sometimes I think we need to keep our broken arm under your sleeve, you know, like not everyone has to know your problems. You know how they say most people don't care, they're just curious, so why ask help to the right people, I would say. Because your environment is kind of opening up to a new beginning, new opportunities, especially opportunities that are connected with institutions or with, I would say, I'm going to say this in English, establishments. You know, there's this quality of wanting you to commit with stuff for the long run. You might have opportunities that may seem totally unexpected, and I wouldn't be surprised, because with this Uranus going direct, that is the type of things that happen. And the good news is that they are trustable. With the Hierophant, you can trust them. Okay, just see how you react to this. Yeah, I like it. Another ace, beautiful. Mother of Air, beautiful. The Queen of Swords. Okay, so I'm just gonna put everything that I have here. Good. So the environment is like closing a door of learning through pain, of pain being your teacher. No one likes that teacher very much. Very strict teacher. Yeah, it's like you never pass the test until you do. Until one day you just do. It stops hurting. You don't even remember it. It even makes you laugh and even go like, oh, really? I think it's just gonna lay out the cards. Sorry, like this. I think they make so much more sense. Yeah. Good. Oh, I love it. So I was saying before, just love this card. I'm gonna just that unexpected things could happen, and maybe related with travel. See, Mother Mary is with you. She says, expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. You might want to connect with her. All the Mother Marys in the world, they're all versions of each other, right? And then with this Ten of Swords, like, as your environment allows you to close like a difficult relationship, a difficult job, a difficult period, like this way of feeling like, man, it's never my time, or I do all the work and it doesn't come back to me, or everything that I do is like I'm not appreciated. So this end of this narrative, and also the end of the reality that supports it, because if you believe it, so it will happen. So this like ending, it wants to end, and it's good because here you have the Fool, but in this shamanic deck is called the Clown. And what I love about the Fool is like, the Fool is that aspect of ourselves that is always willing and able to start again. Like it goes jumping into a love relationship like it's never been heard before, jumping into a new job, but maybe starting doesn't even know how it works, but it goes like it's like the first day of school when we're kids, like we don't know anyone. We're like, oh, who's gonna be my teacher? It's gonna be my friends, and this is a new school. Or the day before Christmas when we were kids, or what are the presents for me? What's it gonna be? So it's like this excitement. It's always like something. The Fool, or they call it here the Clown, because what happens when we are so excited? Usually people are like, oh, maybe you shouldn't go that way. Oh, maybe you shouldn't trust. And all the naysayers, but we do it anyway because we feel it's right. Like we are in contact with our inner child, with our inner voice, and we still do it. And it looks like we're throwing ourselves out of the cliff, but we are only jumping in the unknown. So this card, so you appear exhibiting this quality that I love this for you, especially in this difficult time. Like you allow yourselves to believe, to you don't know, but you don't care that you don't know. You just go anyway. It's like this seed that is. You imagine the seeds in the black, dark soil, and it's probably wet and cold, but she keeps on growing, and then one day she reaches the, I don't know how to say it in English, well, she reaches the verge of the earth, and she's born as a flower, born as a tree to be, whatever. It's life. It's not a seed anymore. You think the seed does not know it will become a tree, but still she grows. And this is you. It's beautiful. And as if you have like new opportunities, and then I'm going to clarify this Knight of Cups. It can be an offer of love, but it's also Knight of Cups. It's like you have a break. It's like you feel supported. There's something in your environment that grows, that comes back, that bounces back in love, in prosperity, in self-esteem, in validation. Like you're being validated from the outside in. I think your true validation comes from within, but it's because you know your true validation comes within, is that it goes back and it comes back to you. And you match it with the Sun of Air, and I love it here. The Sun of Air, it's the Page of Swords, so this quality student, like you want to learn, you want to start again, you have this new idea and that you're very passionate about with the Ace of Wands. You're just gonna go and do it. That means that you have this potential with an Ace of Wands of starting something that probably is going to be with you till, I don't know, overreact, but for a long time. It can be even till the day you die. Something that you love doing, something that you're naturally good at it. I don't see that you have to try harder. There's not a lot of cards of effort or hard working. This is just cards of, believing and trusting, being excited with beginning, and then universe recognizes your passion and it gives you more fire to speed up your process to this beginning. Beautiful. And then we have the cards of ships. This is a past life card. So if you like the ocean, if you like traveling by, if you like ships, if you like traveling by boat, for example, it's the only fear that I have. Like I would never, ever, ever travel long distance on a ship or a boat or a vessel, whatever. Like ever. Anyways, this is your reading. There might be something here for you related with this because you have the holiday card. So the answers you are looking for can be found during a vacation, a retreat, or a holiday getaway. So this is the fairy oracle. Expect a miracle. If you've been wanting to do that travel, maybe it comes true. Maybe someone offers you here with the Knight of Cups. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Maybe you can have it. And then easy does it. Stop trying so hard to control everything and all the doors will open for you. And then we have again the sea and the dolphin. See? Something here related with the sea. And here on this card, what do we have here too? She's tiptoeing. And then there's the stream behind her. This card reminded me of a search for some reason. And then you, as you go through this process of super aligned with your environment, you become the mother of air. And then we have the eagle. The mother of air is like the equivalent to the Queen of Swords. So there's this air energy of being super independent. And with the eagle, there's this energy of... When eagles appear in tarot, they always bring this wisdom, but also this leveling up. It's like whatever you are starting, you are leveling up from what you have previously done. And you have the Hierophant. The Hierophant used to be called the priest, but not as in Catholic, like the sorcerer card, the sacerdote. That was the name. That's what it means. He's like a sort of magician. He tells right from wrong. He keeps tradition alive, but he's still an alchemist. He still holds the book of knowledge. And knowledge is different from wisdom. Wisdom you read in books and memorize stuff, and then you have intellectual conversations about it. Knowledge, it is given to you. You cannot read anywhere. It's your own mystical experience. It is given to you by the divine source, and then you act upon it and you embody that knowledge. Expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and they are being answered. So here you are in the still full energy. You are on the verge of starting something new. This is a big fat yes to go through it. You will have support from your environment, especially if your idea involves the sea, the ships, ocean, traveling. Maybe your project involves something that has to do with holidays or with tourism or with retreats, vacations, that kind of theme. Beautiful reading. See, you level up from what I was saying about leveling up, and now I only saw this, from the son of air to the mother of air, so to the page to a queen. This is about growth, believing. Let me just clarify using this one. Clarifying the aces. The ace and the major arcana. So what's in here with the Hierophant for pile number 3? Clarifying the Hierophant. And we have the Hermit. Beautiful. So there's something about this that's gonna require not only your faith, that's why it says expect a miracle, and the Hermit with the Hierophant, both very spiritual cards. So it's Taurus and Virgo energy, but also there's something about the solo traveler here for me. Probably this won't resonate with all of you. There's something about doing it alone or going somewhere alone, and it's divinely orchestrated with this Ace of Fire, the spiritual fire, the fire of transformation. It's like there's a sun that lights up inside of you when we are in this state of alignment. It is temporary, of course. We would go crazy if we were constantly in this state of fire and alignment and creation. We would go crazy. It'd be exhausting. We have to, that's why our life has cycles, like nature. Imagine if nature wouldn't have cycles, that the tree would grow up to the skies and then would be like giants to pick the fruits. Things have to decline too. So you're on this ascending peak. You're going up. Good. So ride that wave, because there will be a time where it will be stopping and there will be a time where it will come down again. So ride that wave. It's like a momentum. You're taking momentum. See? Is the momentum here on the edge of the cliff? The momentum here as this warrior rides his horse and probably is going to hunt something. The momentum here, I only see momentum with the flesh, and also the momentum with the eagle. See, when the eagle decides that rabbit's gonna be my dinner, she just goes, doesn't hesitate, she's looking, and then the moment it is decided, just like there's a point of no return, like planes. When planes lift off, there's this point, even if the tower says, listen, sorry you guys, you just don't have permission, it goes like, okay, fuck off, I just go around and then come back in, but it has to go up, cannot. Good. Okay, clarifying the Ace of Fire. No, first clarifying here the clown, that is full energy. I have the Nine of Pentacles. Beautiful. So you are starting something that is very connected with your financial independence. And also because of that comes your emotional independence. And also because of that it comes all the independences that follow through. Love it. And you will have success. This is a card of success for me. Whenever I see the Nine of Pentacles, I always think it's like you are just enjoying the results. Like, okay, I worked hard, because it's earth energy. You don't get here all of a sudden. Here there's no momentum. Here has the enjoyment of a process. So I would say you worked hard to be in the state of excitement you are. And if you have any question about the success of this new endeavor, just don't. Work out fine. And Temperance, beautiful. Sagittarius card, another sign of traveling, and also Sun of Air matches the bottom of the deck with the Page of Swords. Sun of Air and Page of Swords, the same card, just different perspectives. A lot of fast moving energy. And then air with fire, you create an explosion. So well done. Anyways, the Ace of Fire is clarified by the Temperance. So this is a card of harmony. So allow yourself to be passionate without burning out, without getting overly productive, then that will make you tired and then you cannot sleep. So just allow your passion to flow through you with harmony, with balance, temperance, being grounded but being deeply emotionally involved at the same time. It is possible, because once you master fire, it won't burn you. Just one more, just so you get one oracle from the universe, just as the other piles did. Oh, so many, sorry. I am taking this one. Beautiful. Through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. Well, amazing. If I believe everything has this ripple effect, you know, good actions have good consequences, bad actions have bad consequences, even if it's not on the timing we would like to, even if it's not in the form we would like to, it does happen. So I think that what you are doing here is like you're creating your own bubble of comfort, of passion, of creativity. It's like you're creating your own job, you're creating your own reality. And that's why the universe will grant you a miracle. And because you believe in it, you trust the process, you trust on prayer, you trust on meditation. Through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. You are a pacemaker. You don't want to create more noise. You're here to create more temperance. Well, beautiful reading. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I will see you again for the February readings that I'm gonna try to compile in just one video. I probably will be doing those in Portuguese or in English. I still don't know. I've been doing this reading in English just made me want to do the February readings in English. So let's see what happens. So I wish you well, truth, light, and expansion in all your relationships, especially the one you have with yourself, and may we all live lives guided by curiosity and inspiration. Bye guys, see you next time.